The purchase cycle: requisition, order placed, good received, invoice received, invoice entered in the daybook, general ledger, and trial balance, financial statement, and memorandum ledger, supply statement. It should be monthly reconciled, like general ledger and memorandum ledger monthly reconciled, supply statement and memorandum ledger or general ledger monthly reconciled. Okay, and the main objective in purchase transaction are: procurement is made only when the requirements are genuine. The purchases are made at the most optimum prices and terms. Purchases meet the required quality standard, and if substandard quality is accepted, must be negotiated term. Negotiate must be at negotiated term. Payment are made agreed to the Payment are made according to agreed terms. They are procured on time, and the payments are made according to agreed terms. So, purchase requisition, sequentially pre-numbered. Like these are the controls that should be there. Like if the requisition should be sequentially pre-order pre-numbered. Pre-numbered, authorized to ensure only those goods are ordered which are required. Monitoring inventory level or reorder level set. Inventory or reorder level checked before raising the requisition to ensure only order when required. And purchase order, sequentially pre-numbered or matched to requisition. Authorized supplier list. Authorized supplier list used and updated annually. This should take into account the price of good, their quality, the speed of delivery, and purchase order is authorized. There should be 3 copies: suppliers, order department, warehouse. Follow up on order placed but not yet received. Exception report can be created in a computerized environment, and sequence check can be performed for any unfulfilled orders. Good received. Sequentially pre-numbered good received. It should be matched to purchase order. So, and it should be signed by warehouse manager after quality and quantity check. 3 copies ordering department, 1 copy to ordering department, 1 to warehouse for the record, and 1 to account department. And invoice received from suppliers. Invoice received from suppliers should be matched to good receipt notes. Matched to good receipt note. File and order cannot be sequentially pre-numbered but should be numbered manually. File and order matched. Invoice received from supplier. Yeah, obviously the invoice cannot be sequentially numbered, but we can number it manually. This way a sequence could be made. Sequence check can be carried out to ensure all invoices have been entered in the daybook. Automatical checks. Automatical check and entered in ledger or daybook on a daily basis or application controls. Applications such as control total should be applied to ensure should be applied to ensure all invoices have been entered in a daybook or ledger. Automatical check. Entered in ledger or daybook on a daily basis application control such as control total should be applied to ensure completeness and accuracy over the input of purchase invoice. Stamp entered when recorded, segregation of duties, order placement, good received, and recording should be separately done. And there should be monthly reconciliation, okay, of profit loss to PLCA. So payment made. The payment made. Segregation of duties. Purchase order. Good received. Payment made. Control on payment made could be segregation of duties. Segregation of duties on purchase order. Good received note. Good received payment. Okay. And before approving invoice for payment, our senior officials should match them to audit trail, especially the GRN. So bank transfer is preferred. If payment by check, senior individual only plus two signatories for high amount invoice, stamp invoice paid. So good return to supplier. What are the checks that could be done on good return to suppliers? And it obviously subsequently pre-numbered debit note. It should be authorized vendor-wise analysis to identify consistent quality problem. Okay, that also good will be. There should be reason to return the good. So, if there is a consistent quality problem, then it should be analyzed. Try an able settlement discount and pay according to supplier's term to manage suppliers term to maintain supplier goodwill. And payment against specific invoice only. Avoid an account payment. Only avoid an account payment. Okay, if we payment on against a specific invoice, then um, it will be easy to trace which invoices have been paid, which have not been paid. And supplier statement reconciliation with profit loss. PL reconciliation with PLCA. And monthly bank reconciliation should also be placed. So example of application controls to ensure the completeness and accuracy of input of accuracy of input of the purchase invoices is document count. The number of invoices to be input are counted. The invoices are then entered one by one. At the end of the number of invoice input is checked against the document count. This helps to ensure completeness of input. And control totals. Document count 1. Control totals. Application control to ensure control totals. Here the total of all invoice such as gross value is manually calculated. The invoice are input. The system aggregates the total of the input invoice gross value, and this is compared to control totals. This helps to ensure completeness and accuracy of the one for one checking. The invoice entered into system are manually agreed like one by one to original invoices. This helps to ensure completeness and accuracy of input. Okay, and check visit. This control helps to reduce the risk of transposition error. Mathematical calculations are performed by the system on a particular data field, such as supplier number. Mathematical formula is run by the system. This checks that the data entered into the system is accurate. This helps to ensure accuracy of input. Range check. Range check, ma'am. Range take our predetermined maximum is input into the system for gross invoice value. For example, 10,000. When invoice are input, if the amount keyed in is incorrectly entered as being above 10,000, the system will reject the invoice. This helps to ensure accuracy of input. Existence check. The system is set up so that certain key data must be entered, such as supplier name, otherwise the invoice is rejected. This helps to ensure the accuracy of input. The payroll system. The main objective of payroll is to ensure that, let's summarize what we have studied before. So the purchase system is like we have to always think on order. First we order, then we will receive, then we will issue good receipt notes, and then we will record. We will check the invoices, we pay, or we will return. So on that basis, on good receipt stays, on that basis, every stages have made one documents that we need to have controls in order to run the operation effectively, and in order to prevent, detect, and control, prevent, detect, and control the misstatements due to frauds or errors. So in good receipt, this good receipt note, we have to check for quantity and quality also. Signed by, it should be signed by warehouse manager, proofs goods are correct. 3 copies GRN, ordering department, warehouse accounts. Why ensures goods are actually received, no fake purchases, proper documentation trial. And good invoice received from supplier, controls. Controls are matching invoice with GRN, good receipt note. So ensures goods actually received. Filing system not pre-numbered because it is supplier invoices, so manual numbering done. Then sequence check performed. It ensures that there is no any missing invoices. So automatically check that daily entry into nail ledger, application control, total controls, accuracy per completeness. Stamp entered. Avoid double recording. Stamp as entered so that it avoids the doubling recording. Okay. Segregation of duties like ordering, receiving, recording. It prevents the fraud. Monthly reconciliation. Purchase ledger with the purchase ledger control account. Payment stage controls. Segregation of duties, order, receive, pay. Before payment, match invoice with GRN plus purchase order. This is called three-way matching. Bank transfer is preferred. If check senior approval, there should be senior approval, two signature for large amount, stamp invoice paid. Avoid duplicate payment. So good return controls are sequentially numbered debit notes, authorized, match with invoice, vendor analysis of quality issues. Application controls are, so these are with easy marks. Document count invoices before entry, compare with number entered, ensures completeness. Control totals, manual total versus system total, ensures accuracy plus completeness. One for one checking, match each input to original invoice. It ensures accuracy and completeness. Check digits, mathematical validation, prevent typing error. Range check, reject values outside limit. Existence check, mandatory field required, ensures complete input. Payroll system, we are on payroll system. Payroll system. The main objective of the payroll is to ensure that wages and salary are paid at correct rates. Wages and salary are paid to right people, and wages are and salaries are paid on time. So key terms: one is clock card, time sheet, pay slips, bank transfer list or payment list, instruction to the bank, appointment or leavers. So the objective is, um, in payroll system, the payroll is a high fraud risk. So there should be a tight control. So the objective of payroll system is, it should pay the correct amount to the right person and on timely basis. So the key documents are clock cards, times, payroll sheet, pay slips, bank transfer, and bank transfer list payments. payment list, right? Like instructing the bank to pay with them like that. So, appointment or leavers. Appointment. All appointment of staff, whether temporary or permanent, should be only made by human resource department, separate from payroll department. There should be formal procedure requiring the interviews manager to provide detailed written notification to the responsible officer. For example, the wages supervisor of starter and leavers. Update the starter and leavers details on timely basis. Procedures should ensure that starter and leavers details are added to and are deleted from master file immediately after starting or leaving the company's employment. All increases of pay should be proposed by HR department and then formally agreed by the board of directors. So standing data in master file, read and amend access to the master file should be available from specified terminal to responsible official who have need and authorized cost to access the information. Maintain a log of assessed or attempts. Control should include computer log which register date and time accessed to master file by various users. This should regularly be reviewed by senior responsible officials of the company. Match standing data to personnel file periodically. So at random interval or more senior responsible official of the company. For example, the company accountant should assess the wage master file and check its content to the manual record maintained. Input documentation and notification from the interviews manager as appropriate. So the starter and lever. It controls should be HR controls the test of control should be HR handles hiring, not the payroll, and return notification to the payroll, and there should be immediate update in the system. Okay. And it prevents the ghost employees, wrong payments also it prevents. So pay increases are proposed by HR and paid by the board. Master file control, there should be restricted access logbook maintained, regular review should be done, and match with personnel record. It should be matched with personnel record, and it should be independently checked by senior official. Attendance and time. Okay, calculation. At a random interval, a most senior responsible of the company responsible official of the company, for example, the company accountant, should assess the wage master file and check its content to the manual record maintain input documentation and notification from the interviews managers as appropriate. Calculations. Clock card sequentially pre-numbered which details the employee number and name. Clock card machine supervised or in open view. Staff and the attendance machine kept near the security gate to ensure that there are no dummy attendance recorded. Head count by area supervisor. Attendance matched to actual employees present. Any overtime work reviewed and then authorized. This should be evidenced by signature on the employee's overtime sheet. Periodic verification of staff card with personal file of employees to ensure that there are no ghost employees. Data input. Use application and general IT control, for example, range check, passwords, gross pay, deduction, net pay. Preferably automatically calculated by the payroll system. Calculation rechecked on a sample basis. A senior member of the payroll team should recalculate the gross to net pay working for a sample of employees and can compare their result to output from payroll system. So attendance there should be sequential clock card, machine supervised, visible, head count checked by supervisor, overtime should be approved and signed, verify staff with records, it prevents the ghost employees. And payroll calculation, system calculate gross and nets, and senior staff recheck the sample. So it ensures the accuracy. Payment. Payslip to be sequentially pre-numbered. Segregation of duties. Payroll sheets, recording payments should be done by separate person. And salaries, preferably through bank transfer. Those salaries should be preferably to bank transfer. Bank transfer list payment list matched to payroll sheet prior to authorizing the bank payment. When authorizing the payment, the responsible official should, on a sample basis, perform check for payroll record to payment list and vice versa to confirm that payment are complete and may only made to bona fide employees. Bank transfer list, payment list, preferably authorized by someone other than the person who authorized payroll, for example, the finance director, wages, pay packets. All cash wages should only be paid upon sight of employees' clock cards and photographic identification as this confirm proof of identity. Uncollected wage packets should be kept in safe place or deposited in bank. So payment mark pay slip should be sequentially numbered. Segregation of duties that payroll preparation should be done by different party, recording should be done by different party, and payment should be done by different party. And salaries best practice is bank transfer. Payment list matched with the payrolls. Payment list should be matched with payrolls. Sample check payroll and payment list. It should be authorized by independent party. Wages cash paid only with clock card, ID proof. Unclaimed wages should be kept safe or deposited. So revenue and capital expenditure. Capital expenditure, requisition, order placed, asset received,